Welcome to another episode of Strictly Business Unscripted. I'm your host, Keandra Jones. This podcast educates, ignites inspiration, fosters encouragement, and paves the way for growth among small businesses and the overall Oak Cliff community. First, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dallas Zoo, Home Care Network, Breakfast Brothers, and Serve Pro. Thank you for your continued support. Now, let's dive into today's episode. It's with Miss Charlotte Sims, Miss Community. Today, we're diving into the heart of Oak Cliff with a true local leader. Charlotte Sims not only lives, works, and worships in Oak Cliff, but has dedicated her career to uplifting the community through business, service, and education. She's a graduate of DBU, Dallas Baptist University, has a degree in business management, and has served on boards of the Greater Dallas Postal Customer Council, and is a member of the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Beyond leadership, she is passionate about empowering others through financial literacy and education. Please help me welcome Miss Community, Miss Charlotte Sims. How are you today?
I am so happy to be here. I am doing great. It is a pleasure to be sitting on the other side of you today.
Oh, well, I'm happy to see. I think I've seen you maybe 2 or 3 days in a row now.
Yes, you have. And it has been wonderful. Last night was amazing. So thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for being there. So for our guests that may not know, we had our Spotlighting the Cliff Awards last night, and it was such a great job. I want to shout our team out. So the Oak Cliff Chamber, I know it's not about the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce, but our team did an impeccable job last night. Did they not?
Yes, they did.
Elvia, Sam, Shirley, Jennifer, they did an amazing job, and I'm super proud of the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce team. But anyway, I just needed to say that. But this is about you, Miss Charlotte. This is all about you. So I got a bunch of questions for you.
Oh, come on with them.
You ready for them?
Yes, I am.
So this is, of course, Strictly Business Unscripted. So we are totally and completely unscripted. So I'm just going to ask you a whole bunch of stuff and get in your business.
I get in my business.
So I've read through your bio, and I've known you for
I'm going to say about 14 years.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
Known you for a long time. And so I've been able to see who you are professionally, which is amazing, and all the things that you do for our community, especially from a financial perspective. But I want to know, who is Charlotte Sims outside of all that you do for our community? Who are you? What things are you into? What speaks to you?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say I dedicate a lot of time to my church.
Okay.
So I am passionate about serving God. So I spend a lot of time with my church, and nobody knows this, but I have a huge family. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and I'm number 7.
Really?
Yes.
You're the baby.
I am the baby.
Okay.
And my mother, who is 88, I am very passionate about her. So I am one of her caregivers. So I really take good care of my mom.
Okay. And all this time, I didn't know that.
Yes.
One of 7.
I'm one of 7. And we pretty much get together every Sunday and have Sunday dinner.
So
Yes.
who hosts Sunday dinner?
We take turns. My sister hosts most of the time because she just likes hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And we take turns. Every year I do Christmas, and it's crazy and it's mad and it's people everywhere.
Yeah.
Every aspect of my house is full with people. Because my sisters and brothers all are married and they have kids. And their kids have kids.
Oh, wow.
So it could be about 50, 60 people packed in the house.
Oh, wow.
So there's never a house big enough for us.
50 or 60 people.
Yes.
Ooh, so that means all of you guys have nerves of steel.
Yes, we did.
Patience.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a lot of people in one house.
Yes, and we could usually, sometimes I will cater, but usually we all cook together.
Really?
We do.
Okay, so I can imagine by having a family that size that creates I mean, that's community, and so that I can see how that would translate into
Uh-huh.
your love for community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I can see that. Okay, that's making sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about your church for a second. What church? Because you worship here in Oak Cliff.
I worship here in Oak Cliff. My church is the Church of the Living God in Oak Cliff. It's on Sunnyvale and Overton Road.
Look at there. Let me tell you, that's one of the reasons that I love Oak Cliff, because you can live, work, play, and
Yes.
pray
Yes.
in Oak Cliff. We have some of the most phenomenal places of worship here in Oak Cliff. I love that. How long have you been a member of your church?
My entire life.
Really?
I have been at the same church all of my life.
Really?
Yes.
So what kinds of things do you do with your church? Are you in different committees or groups?
Yes, I am in. I've done it all in my church, but I've taught Sunday school.
Mm-hmm.
I've taught children's church.
Mm-hmm.
I've been an usher. I've sung in the choir.
Wow.
I have done it all, and now I'm walking into a new adventure. I'm not going to say I've been called to speak the word. No, but I am a facilitator of God's word.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Okay, so what does that look like?
Well, I get engagements from other churches,
Uh-huh.
and I go to women's conferences, and I speak. They usually give me a topic, and I search the Bible, do my research, and I actually get up and speak on whatever topic they have. And one of the things that I am passionate about is women, because sometimes our struggle is unbelievable.
What do you mean?
Women, we go through so much being who we are. We have 9 jobs every day.
Amen.
We're raising children. We're keeping the house. We're working. We're coming home. We're cooking. We're cleaning. We have so much to do. So it is a real struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to be a foster parent. And I know you didn't know that. I used to be a foster parent. And at one time, because I had the space, I had 8 children in my home.
Oh my God.
At one time, 8 children. And I had never been a mom before. So when I got the 8 children, it was chaos, and I'm used to everything being in this place and organized. It was 100% chaos. I had some little babies, which I was quite fond of them, but it was chaos, and I still hear from my foster children today.
Really?
So, but it was chaos. My life changed.
Yeah.
I told my mom, I remember I said to my mom, like, you guys aren't helping me enough. I need help.
Yes. Oh my God. 8 foster children. So
Yes. It was one family. This was all one family. They had 3 sets of twins.
oh my
I know.
oh my gosh.
3 sets of twins.
How in the world? I just have one child. And I remember, the chaos that comes from one.
Yes.
I can't imagine.
Oh, it was chaos. It was stuff everywhere. Trying to organize. You definitely have to do housework every day.
Sure.
You have to clean every day.
Yeah.
You have to cook every day, every meal. And I was still working, so it was a challenge. But I was fortunate enough to be able to hire somebody to come in and help me.
Yeah.
So I would hire somebody to come in and help me, especially in the evening times, help me get the kids organized. And then we added basketball practice and karate and dance classes. So it was a lot. And I was like, my heart goes out to women because our jobs are never, ever done.
That's right. That's exactly right. Even when those children become adults, our job is still not done. My daughter is 30 years old, and I'm still her mother.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely,
still very
absolutely.
much her mother. And so it's wonderful that you have such a passion for women,
Hmm.
and I think that that's much needed, especially in this community. But you're also passionate about the homeless population.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Oh, okay. When I was about 24, 25, I went on vacation. I took my mother to California,
Mm.
and my mother was spending some time with my aunt and my grandmother. So one of my friends picked me up, and we went downtown LA.
Mhm.
Just having a good time.
Mhm.
I'm just walking. And so as we were walking downtown, my friend wanted to take a picture of me.
Mhm.
And so I stopped. And there was a homeless man in the background of my picture.
Mhm.
So every time I looked at that picture at 24, I was looking at this homeless man that was in my background. And that moment changed me.
Mm.
It changed me forever.
Mhm.
And still today, I am still very passionate about homeless because I always want to render aid whenever I can.
Mhm.
But you want to help them get from uh, the situation, get to a better place.
Mhm.
And sometimes that's not done overnight. So,
Absolutely.
but and you have to just understand everybody's path and journey was different,
Mhm.
how they got there, and sometimes we are just steps away from being there ourselves.
Amen. Amen.
So, as a family, because I have a big family, so my family will join me, and we will put together packages. We will
Mm.
go and we will give out. Uh, we usually give out cold sandwiches with chips and water. So we will do things, and the family just gets together, and we will pass out food to homeless.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I love that so much because a lot of times when homeless folks are seen here and there, and of course here in
Hmm.
Dallas, there is a tremendous uh, homeless population here. A lot of times we don't know how to help.
Right. We
And
don't.
so the fact that you and your family are making care packets, I think that is a wonderful way to be
Hmm.
helpful. Um, it's a wonderful way to be helpful, and it speaks to your heart of servitude. And
Yeah.
so I love that. Speaking of service, you've served on the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce's board of directors. I think several different times.
I think so.
Several different times. And in fact, I think when you and I first started working together, we were working together on galas.
Galas, yes. That's how we came together, is galas.
And some of those memories are fond memories, and some of them are stressful
Yes.
memories.
Yes. But I love the galas.
Those galas were so. You tell me some of your experiences with some of those doggone galas.
Okay, I have to say, I love an opportunity to get all dressed up and get all pretty because we don't get to do that every
Yeah,
day. So
that's true.
I enjoy that. That was my favorite part about the
Yeah,
galas. And then you have these pictures and these proud moments.
yeah,
It was just a proud moment to show everybody how well we did and
yeah,
how great we looked. And it was good for networking too because I
yeah,
met some great people at some of the galas, but I know that it is labor intensive. It was a lot of
yeah,
work,
yeah.
but it was fun. And I remember the first time I met you at a gala.
Mm.
Well, you were preparing for the gala,
Uh-huh,
and I had just walked into my role as community relations officer at the
uh-huh.
credit union,
Hmm.
and I had found out that Oak Cliff Chamber was doing a gala,
Mm.
and it was last minute, and I just wanted to be a part of it. I wasn't attending because it was too late to get a ticket, so I wanted to just bring you a donation.
Mm.
And I think I was giving you a set of cowboy tickets with, I think it was Drew Pearson's autograph,
Hmm.
something that you could actually auction off.
Hmm.
But and when I came to the location, because this is so late, you were at the location setting up. And so I that was my first time to meet you, and I said, well, it's such a pleasure to meet you, and I gave you my donation,
Thank
and
you.
you were there. You were there alone, working.
I'm so grateful for all of your contributions over the years, especially when it came to our galas and golf tournaments and all the things, and your time.
Yes,
Your
yes.
time, because you got in the trenches with me and worked those events with me, and so I'm very, very grateful. What is it about board service that why do you do it? Why do you serve? I mean, it's not like you get an extra paycheck to come help us.
No.
So, so why do it? Why do you do it?
Well, because I absolutely love, first of all, I love Oak Cliff. I love Oak Cliff, so I did move away from Oak Cliff, but I came back.
Yes, yes.
And when I came back, even our company moved out of Oak Cliff for a while.
Yeah.
And I insist that we stay on part of the Oak Cliff Chamber because I love Oak Cliff.
Yes.
I love Oak Cliff. So, when it's something that you love, you work tirelessly to support it and to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I serve on this board because I absolutely I love all of you. As the people
too.
Come and go,
Yeah,
I love all of you.
yeah.
So it has been an amazing journey, and I haven't regretted 1 minute of being a part of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We love your kind heart, your service, your commitment. But let's talk about your professional life.
Okay.
Who are you at work? What's your role? Why are you best suited for that role? We know who you are, but we want everybody who's watching to know why you're best suited for your role.
Well, I am a community relations officer at Neighborhood Credit Union. I've been with the credit union for, this year is 16 years.
Wow.
And what makes me great at this role is that I operate from passion.
Yes.
100% from passion. Well, I have an opportunity. When I first started this role about 14 years ago, it wasn't defined. It was just two people doing a job. It wasn't clearly defined. So there wasn't a job description or anything. So that was great for me because since it was undefined, it gave me an opportunity to define it the way I wanted to. So I started doing financial literacy because I just realized it was a need.
Yeah.
It was a need in the community. People didn't know how to manage their money, and there was a concept that if I don't make a lot of money, I can't live the way I want to. So I needed to teach people how to create a plan because life is about having a plan. And if you have a plan and you work your plan, you can do anything.
That's right.
And it might take a long time, but you can still do it. And I always tell people when I do financial literacy classes, I make sure every class walks away with two things from me. One is I make sure you leave knowing you have to put your money in a category. All money should have a category. And you cannot call it extra, and you should not call it free. So if you call it free and extra, what does that mean? It implies that I should spend it. I have this. I can spend it. No, because we know one thing about life. If we keep living it, we're going to need that money on down the road. So you can call it savings. You can call it vacation. You can call it shoe money. Call it whatever you want to call it, but call it something. And don't let it be free or extra.
Oh, that's good stuff. Now, listen, I can tell you got passionate about that, boy. I felt it. I feel it. You like, I'm passionate about this money. Put your money where it's supposed to be.
I can talk about money all day long.
I need to come see you about, I don't have that much, but can you tell me where to put it? Because I can feel, you got serious. You pulled yourself up and... Okay.
Yes.
So I need more of a plan.
Yes, you have to have a plan because you can live anyway. And I want to teach people how to live the way they want to live.
Yeah.
Because everybody doesn't want to work 50 years before they go on vacation. So it's just a matter of creating that plan. If you have that plan and you work the plan, whether you're saving $50 or $100 every payday, if you continue to work that plan, eventually you will have enough to take that trip. And it's not going to take you as long as you think.
Okay. So I got a bunch of questions now.
Okay.
I got a button. I didn't hit the button now. This is what you want to talk about.
Okay,
right
let's go.
Okay, so can you help or do you help folks personally or from a business the entrepreneur? What's your sweet spot?
Well, I will help some people, but sometimes it's just not enough for me to go around. We've partnered with another company,
Okay.
which is called Green Path Financial Wellness.
Uh-huh.
They can take you more in depth. They can look at credit. They can do a lot of different things to help you, and they're professionals, and they can hold your hand
Mhm. Mhm.
and walk you through it.
Okay. Okay. So if I brought you, let's just say there's somebody that's listening and they're saying, "Hey, I'm bleeding here. I don't know where my money's going. It
Yeah,
says on paper that I make more than my expenses are, but I don't know where the heck
yeah.
my money is going." How does that person find you or one of your colleagues
hmm
and get started with some sort of financial literacy help?
Absolutely. You can always reach me via email. You can even go to our company website and just send a message.
Okay.
And everybody will send it, will direct it to us. You can always go to our community relations page, or you can call me directly.
Okay.
And
So what's the websites and what's those phone numbers?
okay, my direct number is 972
Mhm.
689
Mhm.
1015.
Mhm.
And you can always call me directly. You
Mhm.
can call our direct number, which is for the credit union, is 214-748-9393.
Mhm.
You can call that number and tell them what you need, and they will direct your call.
Okay. Okay. And the websites.
And you can also reach out to me. Let me give you just my email because you might
Okay.
just want to email me.
Okay.
And that's Sims, that's CSIMMS
Mhm.
at myncu.com. So it's csims at myncu.com.
Awesome. So if the first email you get is from Keandra, do not be alarmed.
No, no, I'm here to help. I am here to help.
Do not be afraid of that. What is one more tidbit of advice that you could give anybody that's watching right now from a
Um,
financial standpoint?
from a financial standpoint, I would say just just get ready to plan to live your life. Just plan to live your life. And
Mm-hmm.
you are the author of it. You decide how you want to live.
I love that.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, just do it financially. If you want, because we live in a society where everybody thinks that I can become a millionaire overnight.
Yes.
It usually doesn't happen like that for most of us,
Yeah.
but I'm here to say you can become a millionaire. You
Mm-hmm.
can. You can. You just need a plan, and you just need to work it.
Mm. I love that.
Yeah, it's all about having that plan.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So, Charlotte, that is, I didn't expect that. I mean, so I'm a little, I didn't expect that, but that's helpful because that resonates with so many people, especially in this current climate, right?
hmm
We really need to be focused on where our dollars are going right now,
Absolutely.
because we just don't know what's about to happen from that standpoint. Now, it is customary that on this show that at the end of the show, after I've asked you all of these questions and gotten in your business, that you ask me one thing, anything that you want to know about me, anything, nothing is off limits.
Okay. So here's my question.
Okay.
So what's next for you? What do you want to do next? What are you dreaming of right now?
What am I dreaming of? And that is a very timely question for me because, when you're a kid, you dream,
hmm
and everybody asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so you're always thinking about the dream, and then life happens. You become an
Yes.
adult,
Uh-huh.
and then you fall into something, from a
hmm
career standpoint. And otherwise, life happens and you forget to dream. So, very recently, did I go back within the last year and I'm like, what did I used to dream of?
Uh-huh.
And I I have always wanted to sing and dance and act my whole life. I've always wanted to do that. And so I've thought very much so about leaning on some of the chamber partners and just kind of getting myself into a stage play or two again. I used to do that back in the day, and I really love it, but I just haven't. So that's probably what's next.
So interesting. So are you gonna hum a couple of bars
No,
for us?
listen, you don't want that. You do not want that. I will tell you, I love to sing, but I've never said I was good at it. I've never said that. We'll leave that to Sam over there. Sam is the singer. Sam Harvey, official at IG. Y'all can go check him out. He's the singer of the group, not me. But thank you so very much, Charlotte, for being here today. It's such an honor and a privilege to talk to you every time we do. And I love that I've seen you the last 3 days.
3 days.
Keep on coming up here. We love it. We love it. So thank you again. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm your host, Keandra Jones. And again, thank you for watching another episode of Strictly Business Unscripted. We'll see you next time.